What's up, guys? It's your boy Legend Lore, and today we are diving back in to Wizard101, and I've immediately made an oopsie poopsie. I was just trying to get to the young battle drake so we could start the episode and immediately get into everything, and apparently, if you go to cross the threshold of this entire area, like my hand's not on camera, that entire area, he just talks to you without prompt, so sorry. Give you guys a chance to read that really quick if you would like. Can't leave Dragonspire. I will always be your friend and ally. That's very nice.
Unfortunately, time is short. You have much to do.
These are both true statements.
I will take you where you must go. Hop on my back.
Okay, cool. Definitely gonna do that immediately and not do our rewards and packs first. That would be silly. Let's grab our Spellerman pack. Ooh, baby. Celestial Intervention. And that's really the only useful spellman for us we got. Granted, I think you can trade spellmans between wizards. I think so. I think that's why they're reagents. Don't really. Oh, what shall we get today? I know that's what I didn't pull up. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I swear there's something else I pull up to record wizards. It's the randomizer thing. You know, we'll just pick a fun one. What sounds fun today? If you yell loud enough at your screen, I bet I'll hear you. Don't do that. Sorry. We'll do a Knight's Lore today. That was the wrong. We got a Catalan Spellman. Sweet. I know we can't use it with. Anyway, I love Catalan. Yeah. All right. Oh my god. I did not mean to zoom in. I forgot that was the thing you could do. We will keep the bottle head. No, not trash. Gold. Give me monies. Okay. All right. I'm low-key not prepared. I was not planning on starting yet.
You mount the drake.
Yeah, I
with a
do.
leathery snap. It spreads its wings and takes
That's
flight.
Skelly Hand. Maya, hold on. I don't think this animation was made with pets in mind. Hang on, Maya. Oh my gosh. It is really cool, though. I do remember this. Oh, we're in for a landing. Nice.
Here you are. All of our hopes go with you.
Cool. Thank you. Before we proceed, then we have a teleporter to Dragonspire Academy. I don't think that opens. What's on this side? Nothing. Why am I? There should be a stone rose here, shouldn't there? We're probably, on that little bit of a side note, we're probably going to just do a stream at some point where I go and do a bunch of those quests that I've missed. I don't think that this opens. Okay. So that's not where I was thinking that would go. So that, all right. I understand. Okay. We have more to do before we can go in, I guess. Oh no, we can just go in? We can't go in? There are other things here. I know that this used to be a thing, but is it still a thing and I'm just being a silly goose? I don't know. Okay. How about I check instead of asking questions that can't be answered? All right. Okay. I feel like there used to be a big thing out there, though. Of, like, with those pieces and that other dungeon and the... You had to do, like, a lot of stuff to open the door to get in, but maybe not. Or maybe that's further up here, but that doesn't super make sense. Path of Scales, I remember that name. Why does my side deck so small? My gosh, I have so many That's one gargantuan. We're not gonna put it in because the odds of drawing it when we need it are pretty low. Also, I don't really intend to get grabbed by these guys, but you never know what can happen. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Barrel lava book pedestal.
This tome is titled.
Oh, wow, okay. That was a book. That was the last book. We got all the books. Excellent. So skilled. Ooh. Oh, God. Ignore that I ever said that. I hate that immediately. Yes, I know questing arrow, but I want to know what's down here. Is it the rose? Can I go in this door? Is this a secret fight? I hope not. Okay. It's nothing. Oh well. Also, sorry I missed an upload last week. There was like 7 different pieces to why I was behind on my master's program, which I talked a little bit. I am now caught up. I'm halfway done with that first class. Passed the assignments on my first try because I'm so cripplingly afraid of failure. But then we ended up going out of town. My sister... I kind of felt that was going to be hard, if not impossible to avoid. Guys are looking a little weak. But my sister and I went out of town, and we ended up going out of town a little bit earlier than I had thought. So between leaving earlier and having to catch up on master's degree work, and I don't have recording equipment at my dad's house, so it's like I could have played this on time, but we wouldn't have gotten it recorded, so that's kind of a no-no, at least to me. Let's put another one of these on. Oh wait, no, 4 swords 7 now. My brain is still tiny. But yeah, so just I didn't have the time I need, and I wanted to... Obviously, I don't do like a lot of post editing on these, but there's still an amount of time that goes into it. And in terms of like how it may not seem like it, but I actually do put some effort into how I appear and behave when I film. Oh, you rat bastard. So, it wasn't something I could just like lollygag? That doesn't work there. Anyways, the point being, I didn't want to rush it or do it when I was exhausted or in the middle of the night. Which is why we are now to this, doing day before filming. Which is fine, because my machine's stronger now, so it basically exports this in real time. So if the episode's an hour and 20 minutes, it's like an hour and 25 minutes to export it. And editing this is just lining the beginning and ending up, so that's like 2 minutes, maybe. Oh wait, it took the negative on that. Perfect. Thank you, Maya. I forgot that the negatives apply to your pet spells. So that was excellent. I know I watched it happen, but I was speaking, and that is one entire thing, and my brain can barely do that. Good job, Maya. Thank you. I was using words. I know I was. Words. You rat bastard. What words was I... It was something kind of important, I think. Oh, my editing process for Wizard episodes. Right now, yeah, it's basically, I finished filming, shut everything down, it remuxes into an MP4 because you record in a different format, so that if you crash, it will cut off where it was at and not the entire file. Basically, the difference is just one of the file types, it writes the file as you go, and if the file is cut off, it's just like, okay, this is the end. We got a critical, baby. The other MP4, or H.264, whatever you want to call it, you have to end the file and it will then create the entire file. If you record for 4 hours, but it crashes, you lose all 4 hours of footage. Oh my gosh, I thought they respawned immediately. So we got to remux, which does take a second. Okay, yeah, there's not a way to skirt around that. That's fine. Why are we lagging? Riveting stuff. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, so that takes like a minute tops to remux, and usually it's way less. Then I go in, delete the old file, and we just have the new file, bring that into Premiere Pro, line up the ending, line up the line up the beginning, line up the ending, export that. I have a settings all done, because believe it or not, I've exported a few of these episodes before, so I have an idea of what the settings I want are. Like I said, that runs at usually real time plus 5 to 10 minutes depending on how long it is. And usually my machine's powerful enough that only takes up about 30% of my machine's processing power now. It's kind of overkill. We don't need to do that. So while it's exporting, I usually can make the thumbnail, and then once it's exported and the thumbnail's made, I toss it up onto YouTube. And it has to obviously upload to YouTube, which does take a hot minute. And then again, lots of my settings are preset. Really all I have to do for each new episode now, after the first episode of a series, really all I have to do is, because there's a nice little button that is import previous video settings, and you can choose what's imported. So then I just have to change the title, the description, and actually, yeah, that's pretty much it. The title and the description. And then I set what day I want it to premiere and at what time. Ugh. And that's my quick step-by-step guide on how I do Wizard videos. The other ones are a little bit more intensive because there's obviously I have like shower curtains footage, and then we have like 3 or 4 camera angles and lots of audio tracks. So there's a lot of like realigning, and then shower curtains footage changes size sometimes because he only has the one monitor, so he just kind of makes it fit, which is fine. And like, I don't mind it. It just means sometimes on an episode I have to spend an extra minute again readjusting the size so it fits. Oh, this is actually where I'm supposed to go? Wait. No, I wanted to go look at that door. There definitely used to be a quest outside to get in. I feel like there used to be something through that door. Maybe not. So yeah, they've trimmed some stuff here. Methinks. Maybe not. It was like Fort Volcano Elevator, press X to use. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa. But it's been like 14 years, so maybe 12 years, I don't know, 10 years, 7 years, however. It's been a long time. Oh, wow, okay. More wieners. A 9th level boss. Another 9th level boss. And I know I do know almost for sure we used to have to defeat them. The door is locked, find the crystal. Okay, we do have to still defeat them. Cool. Oh my gosh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, someone told me about a setting. So yeah, we're gonna do this right now. There was a setting to lock items. And this was one of the things I was going... Backpack item lock. How do I do that? That feels like not what I wanted it to do. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. Sorry, this is really cool, so I'm gonna take a second and do this. I was gonna do this off camera, but then... words. Oh wow, my backpack's actually... Where did I get all these boots? Oh, those are actually kind of cool looking. Those would go great with the other armor. We're actually gonna lock those. I was gonna do that earlier. Right, I have to go get the crystal. Did I actually switch my spell decks? I did, okay. My itty bitty spell deck. This one is going to be a bit more of a problem. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to fight them, right? Like, I'm not being a silly goober. Crystal stand. That one has a path across. Does this one? No. Maybe we don't have to fight them. I should have marked my location over there. Dragon's Maw. Let me in. Whoa. Ah, another boss. Drive away. Fly away. Ah, schnizzle. Okay. So first off, definitely should have marked my location there. But I didn't know. I didn't know. You are supremely unhelpful, Quest Arrow. But I feel like... Haha! Maybe we don't have to fight this guy either. I shouldn't say that yet. I'm gonna jinx myself. Meow. What a bunch of losers. Oh! That was too close. And I definitely should have marked my location at the... Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to do all of this in reverse now. Wait, where'd I get the crystal? I shouldn't have had that. So I think, and this could be wrong, I think they may have, they definitely obviously changed stuff, like that's a known thing, but I feel like maybe specifically what they did is they shortened the quest stuff, but then they didn't actually cut any of it out, so it's just the assets are all still here, which makes sense. Like, that would be... Ah! Did I get it in time? No. We're gonna delete everything but the Force Lord. Because that would be... It's one thing to change the quest logs, especially if you're just cutting things out and, like, redoing the chain. It's another thing to, like, completely redesign an entire area. So, like, I get that. I really hope there's a door at the end of this I can go out of. Because if I have to go all the way back, I'm going to feel like such a wiener. And I'll probably get dragged into more fights. Which is okay. I'm a little tired. I can't remember if I talked about this last time or not, but I do not sleep well at my dad's. And it's not his fault, there's nothing there. It's just I run very warm, so like I have a giant ass air conditioning unit in my room that I keep set to 62. I just run very warm. So at my father's, it's not that cold. And then the bed is also just a little bit more uncomfy. And the sheets are not great. Just, you know, special snowflake things. But it accumulates into I don't sleep super well at my dad's. So I'm really tired. So we got back. Well, technically we got back 2 days ago, but we got back at like 5 in the morning. Yesterday morning. So then there was some sleeping and then like some, I think we were awake, but I'm not positive. So today is more of a, I'm actually conscious sort of day. Critical! Maybe we crit on everyone. No, but we crit on 2, and they all died. Go away, spiders. Okay. Victory! I mean, the arrow is pointing, and there's a door. Please, please, please. Yes! No! Okay. So there was a platform, so we could go either way, okay. And you know what, maybe we didn't, maybe it was never, I feel like it was required to fight them though. Maybe I just did fight them when I didn't need to, that's possible. Oh look, there he is, hello. Do you care for a picture? Sorry. That might be in the thumbnail. Wait, where's the whole thing with the puzzle? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Rank 8 elites. I don't know how strong they are. I don't want to risk it. Oh, and all the servants. Okay, no, I remember all of that. Is it possible that back in like 2013 I did the already easy version? That doesn't seem right. There definitely was some stuff cut. I guess it also depends on like how much HP and all of that, yada yada. Go away. Why did I do that? Well, they have, yeah, not a biggie. I got a special event point. Nice. And after this, we get to go to Celestia. I love Celestia so much. I just think it's cool. I just think they're neat. Actually, I'm gonna half rescind that statement. There are a few sections of Celestia I do not love. At all. Because they are... It's about the monsters in them. They are, I want to say they're moon school, or they might just be ice school, but they are so annoying. Then again, I am 10 years wiser and older, 8 years wiser and older. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but I'm wiser and older, and I have a better built wizard now. So, perchance, it will be a bit easier this time. Pretty sure that was it. Nailed it. 100%. Critical, baby. Yoink. Sloink. Oh, you crit on all of them. Oh, that's so cool. Goodbye. You are the Winky Slink. Goodbye. Hello, I must kill all of you as well. Oh, how full is my backpack? Can't check right now. Okay. We got Power Pip, that's nice. I do like the dragon stained glass windows, that's kind of cool. I keep like gesturing to things with my mouse and I forget that it's not being recorded. Oh, you stinky! The ultimate insult, you stinky. Unironically, I think my friends would be upset if I called him stinky. Just call him Shower Kurt just to call him stinky. That would, unironically, I think that would be really funny. Does unironically work there? It's not really ironic. No, my blade! I mean, it's really cool, but bad weapon. Still sick. Ah. Nice. I mean, it should still wipe them out. It should. Unless one of them does something stupid. I forgot to refill my water. I only have a little bit left. That's okay. Slash. Good job, Maya. Good girl. Thank you. Thinking maybe tacos for lunch. I do like tacos. I bring you death. Ooh, maybe like a burrito from Cafe Rio. That would be good. Woo. Sounds really good, actually. Because what I have for lunch, I'm sure, is of critical importance to you. To you guys. He lived? Did he put a shield on and I didn't see it? I'm gonna assume that's what happened. Boop. Nice. Weapon cast! Okay. Into the unknown. Aren't I supposed to meet up with Cyrus at some point in here? Or does he show up later? Should I maybe bring a few more spells just in case? Definitely gonna bring a couple more blades. Oh, I don't actually know any astral magic. I wonder if Malistaire has any cheats. I hope not. Those are just for PvP. That's so sad that that's only for PvP. That looks like a cool spell. We'll put a 4th Forest Lord in. This should... Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, actually, before we do that, thumbnail time. No, don't. I hope that's not labeled. Because I don't want to have to redo the whole dungeon to get a thumbnail picture. Oh, that's a bad angle. This a better angle? Oh, that is a better angle. That's really cool, actually. Okay. Alright, I'll stop doing that. One of those will probably work. One of those will probably be the thumbnail. Or if we get, like, a good shot during the fight. I don't want to come through the whole dungeon again to get those. I've had to do that, and I don't like it. I didn't actually look. How much HP do these guys... So maybe they weakened these guys? So I do remember this being an intense, a dangerous fight. But I'm also pretty optimized now. Yeah, just 890. I feel like this is okay. Yeah. Critical. Zap. Oh, my blade. No. I mean, it's fine, but nah. Wait, does that mean the fight with Malistaire is going to be one-on-one? Because it definitely wasn't. It definitely was like Malistaire and 3 of these guys. I'm like 90% sure. It was so long ago, I don't remember. You know what I could do, though? I could go look for a video of someone who did it back, like, in 2012, 2013, whenever it was first out, and I could find out that way. If I'm crazy. Yay! Good girl! Skadoosh! Wait. He's almost dead. You whore! Things I will not call you a whore for. The way you dress, your sexual preferences and sexual encounters. Things I will call you a whore for. Putting a negative blade on me! Why would you do that? I know why, I understand. This is a really cool, just going into the nerd side of it, of like graphic design and elements. This does look really cool, the like particle barrier effect. I like that a lot. I mean, I've got 3 wand spells, so even if this doesn't kill them, which it might not. No, I think it would. Because it missed by like 100 on the other guy, and we crit on at least one of them. But it's gonna be a plus boost. Oh, and it's a boost. Oh yeah, it crit on all of them. That's so cool. We are the champions. Oh, I lied. We're definitely gonna try to get a... Problem is, if we get too close, it's gonna activate a cutscene, I think. Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, yeah, see? Cyrus!
This is Cyrus, your brother. Stop this madness at once. The Dragon Titan will no more serve you than he did the Lords of Dragonspire.
I'll probably just grab a screenshot out of this in editing.
There is no power in the spiral that can bring her back. Certainly not this.
My brother, Cyrus.
You have apparently lost your faith in my abilities. How unfortunate. And how blind of you.
I mean,
The
I
Lords
guess,
of
bud.
Dragonspire lacked the will to command the Dragon Titan. I am far stronger than they were. I am the master of death. The Dragon Titan will do as I command. I will order it to return my wife Sylvia to life so that she might rule at my side.
Cyrus holds up the knowledge crystal, storing Sylvia Drake's memories.
That facial expression.
See that in your madness there is no listening to reason. But perhaps you will listen to the sound of your own heart.
Cadazzle!
Malistaire, please. It's me, Sylvia. Listen to me. You must stop this madness. The man I loved would never risk the lives of so many for his own desire. I love you. Please release me. Be happy and move on.
I expected better of you, brother. You thought you could trick me with a mere illusion? You'll pay for evoking my beloved Sylvia.
No!
Now for my great work, the summoning of the Dragon Titan. Stand aside, young wizard. You cannot hope to stop me.
I certainly can hope to stop me. Oh no, they do still come. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna be honest. I did not realize until that eye opened that that was the Dragon Titan. Okay, hang on. No, this will be great if I could orient my keyboard. Okay. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Man, it does not want this to be a close picture. Let's see how close I can get. Alright, now that's looking good. Alright, we'll use that. Poke! We'll probably use that for the thumbnail, so. If that was the thumbnail, you saw it get made. 8,000! Oh boy, okay. Step 1, murder all his allies. Hope he doesn't have cheats, because I didn't check. I mean, I think we can handle him. The biggest thing is just we need to get those 3 minions out of the way. That is a loud dragon. We're gonna cast Amplify. Oh no. I didn't switch my deck back. I'm using my farming deck against Malistaire. That's really bad. I don't... Oh, no. Why didn't I switch it back? Did I really miss? Oh, stop being so loud. Okay. I think even with this negative, this will kill the minions, which is something we definitely need to do. And then I will have no life blade, so we can use the life wand spell on Malistaire to get rid of the other negative. And if we're lucky, oh please crit on Malistaire. Please have been a crit on Malistaire. It was no, it crit on everyone but him. Ah! Okay. Maybe we can get a wand cast, get that extra blade or that trap on. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Wait a second, didn't Malistaire have like we got the weapon cast. When I fought Malistaire, didn't he have like 19,000 HP? I feel like he was way stronger than 8,000. Maybe not. That trap is the big thing. Banshee. Okay. We'll put this blade on. This is gonna be close. We have 4 Forest Lords total and a handful of wand spells to make this work. We have a chance. Oh no, what do I even delete? Nothing. Oh, but that no, we need that 15%. We'll delete one of the storm wand spells. Because the life one will boost, we just can't use it yet. So we need that amplify. What probably would have been a better course of action would have been waiting for a few more pips so we could maybe get 2 Forest Lords in 1 amplify, but that's fine. Sweet, we drew a blade. Okay. Forest Lord, these nuts! Hiya! We really need a crit. I didn't even look at what the crit rate was for Malistaire. It might be the normal 52%. It might be different because he's a boss. I don't know. We got the crit! Okay, okay, this is good. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Yes! Okay. Dear Diary, today went from a good day to a great day. So that was the best one to get the crit on, because he also had the wand spell. Give me the wand spell trap. Okay, he's only got 910 left. We're gonna hit him with some wand spells while we still have the amplify up. We crit on the life one. I have no idea how much that did. It appeared above his head and we couldn't see it. He fizzled like a wiener. Okay. This is definitely easier than I remember it. Oh, I had a storm one too. That's nice. We are too. If we could kill Malistaire with a set of wand spells, that would be hysterical. We are not in danger, like, at all. Which I know is not how the fight went last time. 280. Crit, 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 or get weapon cast. Or both. Crit! Is it 280? Is it enough with the amplify? It was! Yeah! Dude, no way!
I failed you, Sylvia.
I failed you. Oh, we straight murdered him. Okay, I mean, that makes sense.
I've done so much to help bring you back.
Oh, Malistaire, I'm in a better
It's not
place.
really, yeah, it's not
Come
really,
to me. Rest now, my love. You can rest now.
We super murdered him.
You've done it. Close the cover on this unfortunate chapter. It is unfortunate that you were drawn into such a dangerous battle, but you showed courage and ingenuity beyond anything I could have imagined.
With our farming deck.
I have lost my brother, though the true Malistaire was gone long ago.
I was gonna say, like, there's a certain amount of, like, redemption arc, but also there is a very real thing where sometimes people are too far gone.
Ambrose's office now.
And
I've
it's...
opened a portal leading there. I suggest you use it.
Because the thing with that is, it's not necessarily that anyone's ever past being able to turn around. Wow, that was actually up. Oh, okay. Probably should have looked at the Malistaire gear to see if it was better than my stuff, but...
Bravo, bravo, young wizard.
Yay!
Because you stopped Malistaire, you've saved every world upon the spiral.
The headmaster looks at you with a twinkle in his eyes.
Nice.
I remember when you first enrolled at Ravenwood. I thought I saw something special in you.
It was
I apologize for
cabbage!
the actions of my brother Malistaire. With your help, I have released Sylvia's spirit and have done my best to set things right. And I admit that I should have trusted your instincts about the young wizard, Ambrose. Though off to a rough start, the wizard has become a truly remarkable...
Was it really a rough start? Like, you sent me to get laundry.
Indeed. Now, how about heading back to our classes? I'm certain we can all use a break from adventure. Exciting news.
Except we don't get a break.
Indeed. Professor Maelstrom's efforts to enter the door to Celestia.
Ooh, Dragon Rider. We're putting that badge on.
Maelstrom has repaired Celestia's spiral key. Now we can go to that strange.
Okay, Celestia, not Celestia. Sorry.
Of its fate.
My Utah accent came
For
out.
obvious reasons, you have more than earned this.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you a spiral key
fancy.
carved with astronomic symbols.
Oh, yes. There's a distress call from the Spiral Geographic Society trapped on Celestia. Do see if you can help them out.
We sure will, bud. But not today. We're going to... Oh. I mean, let's go turn that in. Well... Yeah! Let's go turn that in real quick. We will not be going to Celestia yet. That will be next time. But as the proper wrap-up, we will not end on defeating Malistaire and finishing the original 5-world storyline. Instead, we shall end by turning in a book report to a librarian. Truly the way to do this. Then we'll also need to do the crafting quest, because we can't take the crafting quest in Celestia until the crafting quest here is done. But I need so many Black Lotus flowers and some diamonds, but I think I can just get diamonds. Actually, oh, I'm not sure why I don't have enough diamonds. I'm pretty sure the guy just sells them, doesn't he? You, Stone Man. Oh, that's right, you don't sell diamonds. I will probably have to do some reagent hunting. We'll either do it during the stream, but I want to have it for Celestia. We might actually see if Alex, my other wizard, has the reagents needed.
Their weight. The words within give me grief. It is tragic that the last volume will perhaps never be written. Thank you, young wizard, for restoring these memories to me.
But of course. Hang on. 78. Okay, we need to go to the bazaar and sell our stuff, and I have the memory of a goldfish, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some nice little wrap-up before we fully sign off for today. I will probably reorganize my home. I'd love to say during a stream. I just don't. Streaming is just not something that super fits right now. So, my gosh, we have so much stuff. We're gonna get a little bit of cash. Yeah, look at that muns. Okay, we can't sell that tunic. Whee! Just gonna clear this out real quick. Can't sell that. What were we doing before the... Oh, all the side quests. That's why. It was like, what, Santa's boots? I vaguely remember getting that, I guess. You know what? We're gonna put the Dragon Rider staff on our wall, I think. Reshuffle. That's not bad. Just that sundial is really big, actually. No, I want to keep that. I like that. And okay. Now we need diamond. Problem is, if you try to do the buy more, someone else will buy them. Yeah, okay. We lost one. That's okay. That's it? Is this per realm? I'm so confused. No! There's genuinely just 6 items left in the entire store. What the hell? Okay. Well, anyways, the quest is to make 2 rings of Upusitis. So we need 8 diamonds and 7 black lotus. Let's see if Alex has those. Because, well, for the most part, I don't want to just hand things over for the sake of it being easy. I'm not completely against looking that up. Alright, bud. Do you have... Dude, where's all your shit? Is it already in the shared bank? Ignore that I have not done the Africadoodle quest on Alex. I haven't been playing Alex. I've been playing Carrick. Like, not that I can't do... Maybe I've put them into my... We'll check this, and then one way or another we will be... Oh, that's right. There is an equipment storage thing recipe in Mushu. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got a ton of stuff. Oh, my gosh. Okay, we need 7 Black Lotus, and we needed Diamond. We had exactly what we needed. Yes, baby. I have a feeling this is going to be... Wait, maybe... No, it's probably equipment crafting. Where did that one go? Card crafting, housing crafting, equipment crafting, ring of a poo-poo. Oh! That was for 1! Oh no! Okay. Well, let's lock that. Does it show that I've made 1? It shows that I've made 1. Okay. Well, that hurts my soul. I will probably, between now and the next episode, try to find that. That's everything from Alex, too. Oh, no, wait. We had some Black Lotus left, didn't we? Wait. Oh, my God, I misread that. Okay. Well, we got the Black Lotus we need. But we have no more diamonds. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ring of a poo-poo. We need 15 diamonds. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna get those. Alright, well, I'll stew on that for a while. It was just like, this is gonna work, and then it didn't. Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna leave this episode here for today. Next time, we're jumping into Celestia. Anyways, this is Legend Lore, out. Time to get some burritos.